All right, this is a previously, as promised, not Black Sabbath. Top 10 and under 10 on a Tuesday. This is for the guys all that were in Black Sabbath that left, except for Ian. I'm not including Ian Gillian in here because I don't know any of his solo stuff, or if he has any solo stuff, and I'm not including Deep Purple. So that's out. So we're talking Ozzy, Iommi, Dio, Geezer, and One Heaven and Hell album. Okay, let's get into this. All right, speaking of Geezer, number 10 is Homework. I really actually surprisingly dug this album. It's different. It's really kind of its time, early 2000s. Got some interesting stuff going on, some experimentation, not what I would necessarily expect from someone that was in Black Sabbath, which is awesome. After that, Ozzy's The Ultimate Sin. I went back and forth over album number 9 and album number 8 because it was either Ultimate Sin or it was Osmosis. And ultimately, I really dig Ultimate Sin. I kind of regret that I took as long as I did to get the album because it really is an underrated album with a lot of really seriously good album cuts. Deep tracks, you know. So for that reason, I really do regret that I did not pick up that album sooner, but I've listened to Osmosis a hell of a lot. And there's a high probability because of the sound of the era, I may listen to Osmosis a little more often still than I will Ultimate Sin. After that, we go into Heaven and Hell, The Devil You Know. Didn't feel right including this in Black Sabbath as it is technically under the title Heaven and Hell. But it was perfect to include it in here, which is one of the reasons I put this together. It really is a fantastic album. It is the Dio lineup for Black Sabbath, the Mob Rules lineup, Mob Rules Dehumanizer lineup. Fantastic, totally worth checking out. Perfect album for Dio to go out on. It was probably the best album they had released in decades. So, you know, it absolutely is going on this list. Speaking of Dio, Last in Line is next. That would put us at, what are we at here? Number 6 for Last in Line. Great cuts on this one, man. Just no other way to put it. Another album where I think I probably would maybe appreciate it more if I had picked it up earlier in life. You know, maybe because I didn't actually pick up Last in Line. Actually, I don't even think I picked this one up. I did. Tracy? I don't remember. I think it might have come with Tracy, actually, when we got together. And Last in Line is just, it's a really good album. But it's only an album that's been in my life for at most like 7 years now. So, you know, it just doesn't have quite the same spot as some other albums do. Then we're into Ozzy's Blizzard of Oz. You knew that was going to have to show up on this list. As much as I love Blizzard of Oz, realistically, of the 2 Randy Rhoads albums, it's the one I definitely like the least. And there's only, like, it's a great album, don't get me wrong. It is a top-notch, fantastic album. But Goodbye to Romance does absolutely nothing for me. Crazy Train, obviously. Everybody loves Crazy Train. Crazy Train's how I got into Ozzy. Solo Ozzy. You know, Suicide Solution's a great song. Even though I probably shouldn't say that one on here. Mr. Crowley's obviously fantastic. But at the same time, in the vast catalog of all the songs that Ozzy has done, starting all the way back from Black Sabbath, going all the way through to the end with Patient number 9, there's a lot of other better tracks out there. That's, you know, I hate to say it, that's how I feel. And Blizzard of Oz almost ended up further down this list. It really did. Um, for that reason, because, there's just, honestly, I'll probably listen to Ultimate Sin more than I'll listen to Blizzard of Oz. But, Blizzard of Oz has got that sentimental value because, it's the album that, it was the first Ozzy album I ever bought myself. So, it's always going to have that sentimental value. And I also respect that part of it is overplay. Dio, Holy Diver. I know, put that one above Blizzard of Oz, I was going to piss some people off. That goes with the overplay versus didn't listen to as much. I've had Holy Diver almost in the grand scheme of things. I've had it almost as long as I've had Blizzard of Oz. I probably got them about 6 years apart from each other, but when 6 years apart is, I got one at 13 and I got, no, 13, 14? 14. Blizzard of Oz when I was 14 and Holy Diver when I was like 19, 20, like, I'm in my 40s now, so, in grand scheme of things, I got them pretty close together, but, one got played a hell of a lot, one not as often. And the one that didn't get played as often is the one that nowadays I appreciate a little bit more. Then we have the Iommi album. So the big first solo album from Tony Iommi, the official first solo album, the one that he was allowed to release under his own name finally. Bunch of great guest stars on it. It is one of my all-time favorite albums. It is one that I play the hell out of. It is a representative production-wise of its time, but not in a bad way. It's got that thick, lush, full sound that you used to get in the early 2000s, when certain producers really knew how to produce an album. All the guest vocalists on it are killer. It is just really such a good album. I absolutely love it. And that's number 3. Number 2, No More Tears. It was either going to be number 2 or it was going to be number 1. Oh, arguably Ozzy's solo top 10 album. Depending on how you feel. There's maybe 1 or 2 tracks on there that keep it from being a perfect 10. Might just be a 9. It's hard to say, but okay, so pushing through. As I was saying, No More Tears, possibly a top 10 album. Respectfully, great album. Really contemplated number 1, but at the end of the day, Diary of a Madman's better. I would not call Diary of a Madman a top 10 album. Like a perfect 10 album, sorry. I wouldn't call it a perfect 10 album. But the songs that are perfect 10s on that album, like Over a Mountain, man, I will never forget the first time I heard Over a Mountain. Oh my God. That just took me away. Then you got the title track, Diary of a Madman itself. Oh my God. And then all the other tracks that are on there, man. Like it's a brilliant album. So yeah, that's my top 10 albums from post Black Sabbath. I think Ozzy's the only one I could do maybe if I push really hard, I might be able to get to a top 10 together. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comments. Let me know what your top 10 for this would be in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe button, bell for notifications. Please and thank you. Peace, love, take care.